Hey everybody, Grayson here, Poke Profit. We're going to talk about SVR booster boxes today. We'll go in order from SV Base all the way up to Destin Rivals, and we'll touch on the Mega booster boxes as well. Overall, the SV era, I've seen a slowdown in the amount of boxes selling on eBay. There are a couple exceptions when we do the update, and we'll get to that in this video. But for the most part this week, sales volume was down. So starting off with SV Base, this is around $300 at this point. It's been in this range for a while. But you can see here the most recent update, we only had 5 boxes sell in a 7-day period, so less than 1 box per day. We haven't seen a number that low since, well, even that was higher. Probably sometime last year. We'd have to go way back around here, actually, December 29th. There were 5 boxes that sold Buy It Now North America in a 7-day period. So 6 months at this point since we've seen this level for SV Base. A few more boxes out there this week also. And this is a very similar trend that you're going to see across most of the era, with one of these exceptions being Paldea Evolved. This box is still sitting around $500. However, when we look at sales volume this week, it was actually up 25 boxes sold in a 7-day period. That's over 3 per day, pushing towards 4 per day, which is not bad considering this is now a $500 booster box. When we look at supply, 5 more boxes below a 20% move, which I don't think is a huge deal. And being one of the deeper sets in the SV era, Paldea Evolved's definitely benefited from the slab market just popping off and all these illustration rares and special illustration rares going up 3, 4, 500% in some cases. So if you own Paldea Evolved, I think it's still worth continuing to hold what you have. Looking at grading velocity, though, we are starting to see a slowdown. Back in, I don't know, late summer, early fall of last year, we were still seeing 2,000, 3,000 cards being graded on a weekly basis. Now we're seeing about 5, 6, maybe 700 cards on a good week being graded at PSA. Now, Obsidian Flames, I'll show you guys the grading volume to start there, also trending downwards. But when we look at supply of Obsidian Flames on eBay, about the same as last week, but a lot less boxes moving, going from 20 boxes selling down to 10, a little bit over 1 per day, which even for Obsidian Flames, that is pretty bad. So another one following the trend there. I don't think there's anything else I really want to share with you guys about Obsidian Flames. Paradox Rift, I think basically the same deal. Box price is coming down a little bit. We're getting close to $300, now sitting around $290. A little bit more supply on the market, and again, sales volume going from 21 boxes, so about 3 per day, down to 12 boxes, less than 2 boxes selling per day. Not great, guys. If you own a lot of these products, this isn't what you want to see, but we'll have some better news towards the end of the video, so it's not all doom and gloom at this point. Temporal Forces is sitting around $330. I know DJ said Temporal was selling very well for him. When I look on eBay over the past 3 to 4 weeks, trending downwards in the amount of boxes moving. We were sitting at 23 that week, so over 3 per day. Most recent update, 12 boxes, less than 2 per day. Supply is starting to come down though, below 20% move, only 53 boxes, so not terrible. And again, Temporal is one of those sets that is fairly deep. It's got some solid illustration rares and SIRs. It definitely has benefited from a lot of those slabs growing in value. It's shocking to me that the Raging Bolt is still around $70. I feel like it's been in that range for almost 2 years at this point, with the exception of a couple periods in time where it pushed up to $100, but it's been around $65 to $75. Very long period of time. I love that artwork. Outside of that, Iron Crown, I think, is another really cool card. It's been pumped before. Wouldn't be shocked if someone tries again in the future. Twilight Masquerade, this is sitting around $365. We're close to $370 there about a week ago. Looking at sales volume, 13 units over the past 7 days, less than 2 per day, which is fairly consistent with what we've been seeing on Twilight. Maybe the prior couple of weeks we're closer to 3 boxes selling, but 1.5 to 2 boxes I'd say is fairly normal for Twilight. Stellar Crown, this has quietly climbed up to around $350. It seems like every week, no matter what this box is doing on eBay, the TCG player graph just continues to climb slowly. We are seeing a little bit more supply this week compared to last week, but a lot less than what we saw about a month ago. Sales volume, 10 units, so less than 2 boxes selling per day. That's to be expected, I would say, from a set like Stellar Crown. And here are current prices for a lot of these cards. The Bulbasaur Squirtle, still crushing it. Same thing with the Dash Bun. Surging Sparks, this is where things get interesting, in my opinion. You guys know, and I had been doing the live streams every Monday, which we'll get back to that next week. But basically every Monday I'd come on here and say, hey guys, Surging Sparks, there's 40 boxes selling per day or whatever. So much of this is moving. Well, that is starting to drop off fairly dramatically. This most recent update, 91 units selling, so 13 boxes per day. That's still amazing. That's a lot higher than anything else in the era. I think Paldea Evolved, maybe Destined, is the second closest, around 6 per day. But overall, a lot of surgeons still moving, nowhere near the rate it was a month ago when this box was $270. And you could find surging on eBay at this time for like 220 bucks, $230. I think a lot of what hit vending machines is now gone, and we're going to see this slow down, but we're also going to see less boxes on the market. And this is kind of evident by the past 3 weeks. We now only have 267 boxes below that 20% move, whereas a month and a half ago, that was around 500 boxes, right? And that's a lot for a booster box. Looking at the cards inside this, I don't think there's much to say other than the fact that Milotic has made a decent move up to around 140. This was in that like 90 to 95 range there for a while. So that started to move. And then also Gold Pikachu, I think this was around 60 bucks. It's now back to around 90. That's great to see. Latios is getting fairly close to $40 as well. Journey Together, more of the same. I I would not want to have heavy bags in Journey. Just looking at the supply, 700, 831 units below a 20% leg up. I would say probably 85 to 90% of that is coming from one seller, JM Sneakers, but I mean, they can really do whatever they want with their boxes. If they want to list them at 279, 289, whatever, and just sit on them, they can, right? They're a fairly large store, but that just goes to show there's still a ton of Journey Together out there sealed that is yet to be opened. And looking at the amount of boxes moving, 22, so a little bit over 3 per day. Not terrible when you compare it to the rest of the era, but there are still a ton of boxes out there, which makes me not excited about having Journey Together. If you own a couple boxes, great, amazing. But if you have cases and cases, and this is 10, 15, 20% of your portfolio, I would be a little bit uncomfortable at this point. Destin Rivals, this is sitting around 600 bucks. It's come down a little bit over the past month. We're seeing more supply hit the market, and sales volume, it was up slightly from last week, 41 boxes sold. So almost 6 boxes per day. Not terrible considering the price of Destin Rivals, but we're not seeing the crazy volume that we saw last year when this was like a $400 box. With all that said, it's still a really strong long-term hold. If I was living in Europe and I could find boxes for 400 US or less, I would be very tempted to be picking up a lot of Destin Rivals at this point. You still have a decent amount of cards being graded on a weekly basis, 6,634, the most recent poll from PSA the week before, 5,700. Weeks before that, we were in the 6,000. So in October of last year, we were around 12K, 10 to 12K. Nowhere near that now, but still over 6,000 cards on a weekly basis. Just think about how much Destin Rivals is still being ripped to this day. Makes me very excited for the set long term. Moving into the Mega Block, Mega Evolution Enhanced boxes around $325 right now. Still a decent long-term hold. Box price is moving up. Supply, a little bit less this week, 259 units, below a 20% move. Last week, that was 324. If we go back to earlier this year, January, February, I mean, there was over 1,000 units at one point below a 20% move. So a lot of that supply has been opened. It's been put away, just taken off of the market for a later date. We're now still in a range where I don't think this box is going to go crazy anytime soon. But if you wanted to build a position in Mega Evolution, I have a lot more confidence right now than I did back here when there was double the supply on the market. And you could probably find the box for essentially the same price as you can right now on Facebook. Phantasmal Flames, final box we're going to touch on this video, $410. I think today on TCG Player, the box is actually back up to like 430. So we pull market price from TCG Player around 2 a.m., but there are sometimes big moves throughout the day. For example, surging. If we click into TCG Player and just bring this up, I think we're sitting around 290 now. Go to the 1 month chart. Yeah, up to 290. So there's been a ton of sales today around $300. That'll be reflected, of course, tomorrow on TCG Player, but things can happen between 2 a.m. and 2 a.m. the next day on the platform. So that's what's going on with surging, but also Phantasmal Flames. In terms of supply and demand, a little bit less supply out there, but also a little bit less of this selling. 37 units in a 7-day period. That's a little bit over 5 boxes per day. If we take a quick look at the PSA grading for Phantasmal, it does seem like it's still trending upwards. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens over the next couple of months. Could still be heading towards a peak, or maybe we fall off. But if we are headed towards a peak still, that Zard PSA 10 pop could jump to 25,000 fairly quickly. So there's gonna be a lot of copies of that card out there. I still like this as a long-term hold. And the final thing I wanted to get to in this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about Black Bolt and Prismatic Evolutions. But before we do that, if you guys enjoy this content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It does help out a ton getting these videos pushed out to more people. So thank you guys so much for the support. And if you want to work with me this year, links as always in the descriptions, TCG Quant, consultation calls, the mentorship program. So thank you guys for that. Hopping back into this though, to wrap up the video, the reason why I want to talk about Black Bolt today is these ETBs are now pushing $165 on TCG Player. And this doesn't really surprise me. Black Bolt has been in a buy setup for a while now, going back to around late May. And that's when these ETBs were around $130. So if you followed the TCG Quant signal, you've done very well on Black Bolt. But I think we're at a point now where this is probably going to slow down a little bit. And sure, there isn't a ton of supply out there, so there is potential for it to continue running, but we're already starting to see the sales volume drop 476 units in a 14-day period down to 379. I can only imagine when I do the update this Friday, this number's probably going to be closer to like 300. So maybe 20 per day, a little bit over 20 per day. That's my guess where it's going to be. And at the same time, that Black Bolt's $160, $165. Prismatic Evolutions is essentially the same price. Now, we've gotten a lot of Prismatic on the market. There's a ton of supply out there. You can see currently, or the most recent update, almost 2,000 units below a 20% leg up. At the same time, we saw 1,153 ETBs sell in that bi-weekly period, which is about 80 per day, right? So there's a ton of these selling. eBay, North America, buy it now sales. You add in auctions, you add in TCG Player, Facebook. There's probably more than a couple hundred of these moving hands every single day. And again, that's just loose ETBs. You add in cases, that number gets even larger. I do think it's only a matter of time before the supply dries up. And the rumors on the street is that Pokemon's basically done with Prismatic. They're going to pump out some mini tins. And at that point, they're calling it quits. Now, I am dubious about that. We just saw Walmart get some Charizard boxes last night in Canada. It had Twilight Masquerade in there, some Surging Sparks, and a few other packs. So there might be another ancillary item or two after that that has Prismatic in it. But I think for the ETBs, the SPCs, there's a fairly good chance this is all that we get. You know, Prismatic, it's going to be 2 years old next year, right? Like, people don't realize how fast we're coming up on the rotation date for that set. And when you think about where Paldea Fates is, when you think about where 151 is, hell, even something like Crown Zenith or Celebrations, I think it's inevitable that this is going to be a $300, $400, $500 ETB in the future. When you look at the cards inside the set, you have what? The most expensive PSA 10 of the entire SV era in that Umbreon. The Sylveon's back over $500 ungraded. Leafeon 330. The Espeon is now a $325 card. Vaporeon's running. So all the evolutions moving back up, adding even more depth to this set, now over $4,000 in top 10 value. Even the Roaring Moon holding around $175, $180. The Dragapult as well, being about $140. Sarah Ledge back over $100. even some of these master balls are starting to move a little bit. So a ton of value in something like Prismatic Evolutions. If you guys do want to buy Black Bolt though, right now, I don't think the booster bundles are a terrible idea. They do seem a little bit expensive for my taste just based on the age of the set, but if you want to get Black Bolt, I think this is the better way of doing it and justifying it, because if the ETBs are the same price between Prismatic and Black Bolt, you have a better promo in Prismatic, and I think the set as a whole is better. So it's pretty difficult to justify in my opinion. Also, side notes, the Prismatic booster bundles, if you do the 1 month chart, now up to $115 on TCG Player. So even these are starting to run. A lot of recent sales though, back down in the 90s, high 90s we'll say, but you had maybe a little bit of manipulation going on here. I still think these are great long term. I think they'll probably get to $200 eventually, where 151 is, where even Crown Zenith is at this point. Lost Origin getting fairly close to that. So it is inevitable, but these don't feel like the best value anymore, especially when you think about Prismatic. You could go for SPCs, you could go for the ETBs, PCTBs. When you were buying these at, let's say, $50, $70 even a month ago, that seemed like really good value. Now that they're pushing $115 on TCG Player, I feel a little bit less great about them. But again, you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. Always curious to hear what you guys have to say. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be a new video. I might actually do a live stream just to make up for Monday, but we will post something. Till then, stay safe wherever you are in the world. I'll catch you guys in the next one.